Victor Gyökeres may have lost a sponsorship worth millions in a space of a 2-minute interview. Not because of what he did on the pitch, but because of what he said and how he said it. Let me show you how.
Yeah, felt very good. I think we started off well, had a couple of chances, and yeah, we scored 2 in the first half, and yeah, I think I had a good chance in the first half that I should have scored on, and then yeah, it was just keep going in the second half, and yeah.
Listen to how many times he says, in just one answer over 10 times. That is not confidence, it's clutter. And sponsors like Nike or Adidas, Coca-Cola don't want the face of the brand sounding unsure. They want clarity, rhythm, and connection. Instead of saying, I think we started well, I think we created chances, could have paused more and said, we started strong, created chances. And once the first goal went in, the team's spirit drifted me to deliver. In football, performance gets you goals, but communication gets you brands, longevity, and leadership. Nike, Adidas, EA Sports, FIFA, Emirates, they don't just invest in players. They invest also in voices, and Gyökeres just showed he doesn't have one yet.
I think we started off well, had a couple of chances, and yeah.
This is where Victor could have owned the moment. Instead of sounding unsure, he could have said, it felt incredible. The team started smart, sharp, and I'm proud to get my first goals in front of our fans. That's conviction, and it's marketable. Instead, what sponsors saw was filler ones, hesitation, and zero emotional punch. That one single sentence alone could cost him brand storytelling campaigns, the kind Adidas runs around debuts. That is $500,000 gone. Now watch his eyes.
To feel that support from minute 1 to the end was great. Then
he is looking down nearly 80% of the time. It looks detached, and others' body language readers will read it as either guilt, fear, ashamed, and I don't see any of that emotion making sense since they just won 5-0, right? For sponsors, that looks like insecurity. If Emirates put you on a billboard, do they want someone who avoids the camera? No chance. Eye contact is a connection. One glance into the camera wouldn't have made a difference. Millions of Arsenal fans would have seen and felt like he is talking to them, but he missed that. Now notice his hands. They are locked behind his back. This posture makes you look closed. It makes you look as if you feel uncomfortable and that you're just waiting for the interviewer to finish. A forward-facing open stance with gestures at keywords would project leadership. Think of Cristiano Ronaldo. He is always controlling space in his interviews. That is presence. But with Victor here, his body language costs him presence points.
Talk us through that first goal, if you don't mind.
Yeah, I think Ricky got the ball. I don't know where it came from, but yeah, he put it quite high up in there, in behind, and yeah, I went for it, and then yeah, came inside, cut it inside from the left, and yeah.
You just scored your first home Premier League goals, actually 2. That is a highlight moment. But instead of immortalizing it, Victor shrugged it away with, I don't know where the ball came from. Sponsors hear that and think, this guy can't sell a story. That kills the replay value. A sponsor like EA Sports, FIFA wants those moments to sound like highlight reels. Instead, he downplayed his own brilliance. What he could have said was, Ricardo Calafiori spotted me The ball was perfect and I knew I had to make that count, especially after missing the earlier chances. After I scored, I saw the fans celebrating with my signature move, and that is a moment I will never forget. That is sponsor ready. Nike builds campaigns around debut goals. That casual answer cost him 7-figure earned revenue.
It was your first Premier League game out there in front of our supporters. What was the atmosphere like for you?
Yeah, it was amazing to feel that support from minute 1 to the end. Was great.
Generic, forgettable. Any academy player can say that. What if he said, from the first whistle, I felt the Emirates fans lift us. That kind of energy makes every run worth it. Now that is a soundbite that gets replayed on Sky Sports. And more importantly, it is sponsor safe. But because they didn't, Arsenal's shirt sponsor Emirates will not clip that, and Victor just lost his visibility in front of one of the biggest brands in football, at least for now.
Scoring 5, I think that showed that we can be a massive threat going forward, because we have a lot of great players.
Asked about the rhythm of the team's performance, he says, yeah, we have a lot of great players. This is something I see almost every footballer say when asked about the team. What you should do in this moment is bring in some few individuals whose performance was top. Comment something about them. You are not only lifting them, but also lifting yourself subconsciously. You're demonstrating leadership, empathy, compassion. What he said was safe, generic, and forgettable. A sharper line in this instance would have been, we showed tonight that Arsenal can hurt teams in different ways, with the speed, defending, pressing, contributions, and this is just the beginning. That would have been identity, leadership, and of course, sponsor friendly.
And I think it was your first full 90 minutes in the tank. How are you feeling out there?
Yeah, felt good. It was nice to get 90 minutes, of course, to get the rhythm going, play with the guys even more, and yeah.
Compare this to someone like Jude Bellingham, who uses these moments to talk leadership, growth, and responsibility. Victor sounded like a kid just happy to play. That won't inspire fans, teammates, or brands. Closing, Victor may have scored goals, but he didn't score value. And here is the big question. If he can't control his ones in a 5-0 win, what happens if he faces the pressure of a loss? That is where reputations are made or destroyed. And if he doesn't fix this fast, brands like Emirates, FIFA, Nike, Coca-Cola, Adidas will all look the other way. If you want to see how the best players turn interviews into million-pound opportunities, hit subscribe, because I am breaking all of them down right here.